Hey people, Inquisitor here for V3. Arena of Ashes, blue team. Bad Gringo is a Mekboy. Teleporting hero that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures, and repair. Off he goes. Alongside here, Thraka, another teleporting hero, the Warp Spider Exarch. Awesome control abilities on this guy, also starts off in range combat. Is he going to be a jerk and teleports across the gap? Nope. Surely he's going to go over there. Surely. There he goes. He can't help himself. Rounded off the blue team here is Encrypted Fear with an Inquisitor. Offensive, powerful control. Starts off in melee combat but can get ranged weapons. A little bit of support too. Going toe to toe with the Warboss here. Does have some sentinel support. The Warboss being Waagh. A slightly confused Waagh. This guy's fights in melee combat, can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines, and alongside double Techmarines. First up is Professor Ragin Maru with the Lunar Wolves elite scheme. Don't think I've ever seen a Techmarine wearing this thing. And we have Velzavul. These guys start off range combat with some powerful damage output, can also support with structures and repair. Warp Spider Exarch has gone down. Bad Gringo with a big mobility advantage at the top. But now he's in a firefight. What's going on at the bottom? Warboss is chasing around some panicked guardsmen, doing their best not to appear so. I mean, his axe, I think, is taller than them. I think. Maybe even his gun is, to be fair. Look at that thing. Smack. The Inquisitor's coming over to, I assume, Hammer of the Witches over here to try and control this big fella. There he goes. That should get him out of there. He might get another attack though, which could be another model. Nope, there's a retreat. Good start from Encrypted Fear. Was tying up Shooter Boy as well and got a stomp on them, I think. What's this? Looks like Maru is helping top to begin with. Slugger's almost dealt with over there. Barely getting away. Velzavul with another tactical marine squad. We've got double shooters up, supported by a Waagh banner. Gives them some small passive buffs. He's going to activate the banner to increase those buffs. There's a bunch of Daka. And there's the Waagh from the squads, and there's the Waagh banner going off. Holy crap. Tactical Marine should be getting to close combat, surely. They are getting melted here by the shooter fire. Is he going to drop them all? Maybe. Very nearly lost the squad there. Banshees trying to push through. Looks like it was relatively well judged by Thraka. Keep some stuff in play. Now going to go and decap this. Oh, it's already decapped. I think the Mekboy decapped it. Now he's going to try and cap it. Teleporting heroes, pretty useful, it turns out. Meanwhile, bottom, Fear has some spotters up, controlling things. Now going to go and bash power, I think. But do we have any flamers? Nope, he's going to have to last gun it down. Not ideal, but it'll get the job done. Warboss coming back down with Maru in tow. And some devastators for Velzavul. Had a lot of expensive reinforcing to do. That's 150 rec to get those two tactical marines back. And the top is now completely blue. And we see a Mekboy turret going up. One of the rarest things you'll see in this game. Actually does some pretty damn good damage at all ranges. I don't think you get damage fall off with that thing as you get further away. The big downside, of course, is that it doesn't suppress, so you need to support it quite heavily. Otherwise, when you inevitably have to retreat, it's very easily taken down. But it does really pack a punch. The Assault Squad up for Maru. You've got some shuriken cannon platform shenanigans going on too. They might be able to flank quite nicely here. Spotter shells going off. An orderly retreat from Fear. Actually played it really well. Sentinel gets away okay too. Banshees with the aspect of fleetness. The Techmarine goes down. He did take out the turret though. And then the Mekboy tying things up with his big shooter. And defends the top. Look at that. Maybe he can put another turret and perhaps a Waagh banner and make this really tough to push. Not easy to push up those stairs against a prepared opponent. These fellas need to repair. This Sentinel, there's a good stop. Warboss kind of deserved that. Just ran straight into the Sentinel. We got some shotgun scouts, infiltrated rangers, and an assault squad jump. There it is, a really good jump too, and then can tie up the shuriken. Banshees are on them. Warps with Exarch on them. Scouts are told to get the hell out of here, but they will shotgun blast now. There it is. Banshees lost a lot of hit points actually. Shuriken might go down. These guys could jump again. Oh, but they don't. Perhaps a mistake then from Maru. Does push through though. Now open himself to a flank from the Imperial Guard. Mortar shell comes in. That was a smoke shell. Oh. Drop pod. I assume from Maru. Looks like it is. And more tactical marines. But did he lose something there? I think he lost something. Oh yeah, he lost some scouts. He had 2 scouts up. 495, 352. Stays in play though. I'm really liking this artillery spotter play from Fear. It's really thrown him in there constantly. Sometimes we see players not using them when they're off cooldown quickly enough. Stormboy's now in the field for Waagh. These guys have power melee weapons and can jump in, of course, alongside the assault squad perhaps, for some disruption when they go in. I think another turret was over here. That's what this mark is. Waagh banner goes down also. And now Velzavul can try and recap the top. Bad Gringo dropping one of his shooter boys. Tier 2 now for Fear. Drop pod is being shot up. Taking a while to take down. Got the decap. Rangers not killing a scout model there. They're still level 1. I thought they were meant to... Oh, that's heretics they killed. One shot, dumbass. Artillery spotters have the incendiary shells queued up for tier 2. I believe it shares a cooldown with the regular mortar shell, so you can't drop a mortar and an incendiary and a smoke shell all in the same fight. Unless it's a really long fight. Red team have some bodies on the field for sure. Maru has a pretty powerful infantry army here. Double tax and assault marines. Techmarines level 2 as well. Looks like we might see a triple cap here for the red team as players start to think about tier 2. Bad Gringo goes. Did replace his lost shooter boys though. Maru also goes. Looks like Velzavul is floating resources here. Does go tier 2 though. Assault squad jumping in. Breaking the shield, but now they're in amongst some howling banshees. They do have a lot of fire support though. Banshees getting wrecked by the Daka. Another jump. And they're buffed with Ardboys from the Warboss. Absolute heresy. But pretty damn effective it turns out. Rangers now getting cut up. Chopped down 2 of them there. Really good push from the red team. In comes flanking Fear with a pretty epic crippling volley. You can't even rotate. That's why those guys couldn't shoot back. How long can these fellas stand here though? Just didn't pack enough damage to get the Space Marines out of there after that awesome crippling volley. Some Catatrons waded into melee there. May have done some real work. But we'll never know. 417, 307. Now we have some plasma guns. Could have used them about 30 seconds ago. Whirlwind on the way from Maru. Seems like a good map for it, but this guy can get power blades, teleport across, and take things out. Going for the entangling web though. Good choice, I suppose, against assault squad and the like. And these fellas. Uh-oh. This is bad for you guys. Not sure what they were trying to do. I thought they were going into close combat, but then they kind of stopped. Had second thoughts. That was a lot of dagger. They shall know no fear up to a certain point. These guys do get into close combat. Need to switch targets. There we go. Nicely done. Scouts now trying to help out from Maru. They have their sergeant. Whirlwind doing its thing. Well, he's trying to do its thing. It does try. Not the most accurate. Like, stop giving that guy whiskey, whoever drives this thing. That was a pretty good shot. 405, 300 on the VP's blue team now. Pushing through the bottom in numbers and power bashing. Something red team I don't think has been able to do down here. Looks like they got some damage on. Don't think they destroyed anything though. Storm Boys now with their Knob Beater and improved rocket packs. There's the jump. Good stun. Assault squad in there too. Here comes Sluggers now fully upgraded. That's a scary melee force to have to deal with. Banshees are going to get wrecked in those melee fights if they all get in there. Red team able to push back pretty effectively, I think. Inquisitor's gonna get away, I believe. Turret's going up from Maru. This is a turret that does suppress and does a hell of a lot of damage if you get close to it. Storm Boys only dropped one model. It's a miracle, you guys. 404, 279. Power bash the other side. Missile launch attack. Techmarine's getting in there. Should be able to finish off that bash completely. What's this? Bad Gringo. I think this is Z-Talk, by the way. The man of many names. It's got a weird boy up with Warpath. And upgraded sluggers, yep. Just leveled to 2. And we're burning generators or something. And run away from missile launcher. Thraka on the generators. We could see Velzavul like flank downwards. Going tier 3 over here. Another whirlwind is up. Where are the scouts? They should be on the VP, are they? On their way. On their way. 2-1 cap now for the red team. Have around about 100 VPs to make up though. That really strong start at the top from the Mekboy. Giving them a sizable VP advantage, of course. Anti-armor stormtroopers in play now. They're trying to hunt down some whirlwinds, I suppose. They are infiltrated. They're going for it. Will they have the energy to throw their melter bomb though? They still got hits. Whirlwind is so good it can hit invisible things. 356, 279. Techmarine, reviving Techmarine. Is he going to get level 4 off this? No. No war gear for those fellas. What about the turret down here? Did he even finish it? That's where it was. Warp Spider Exarch is still down. Fear doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to revive him. Oh, that's a sail. Massive amount of control now on this Inquisitor. A sail, crippling volley, and Hammer of the Witches, of course. Shut down entire armies of that kind of thing. Techmarine levels to 4 now. Bashed the power completely over here. What's this? Devastator set up to cover this approach. Bad Gringo coming back out. There's that Warpath speed boost. Not going to be easy to approach that though. Kicking off bottom. Big old fight going on. Inquisitor has to choose her abilities carefully. That was Hammer of the Witches. And an incendiary shell on those fellas. Sluggers are just standing there. Here they come. Scouts being very, very sneaky. Providing line of sight for any whirlwinds around. Which are both still in play, as you can see. Stern Guard veterans for Maru on capping duty. Power bash down here at some point. 346 to 255. Still even at the top. 1 VP apiece. Dark Creepers up here for Thraka. No tier 3 stuff yet. These fellas, I assume, are going to try to get on to the whirlwinds again. Maybe they'll have better luck going over here. Although, these fellas have a sergeant. Does Maru still have a sergeant? Yep. I guess he would if they're alive, since he's died last. Storm Boys, have you leveled yet? No. Barely any XP, actually. Banshees somehow are still alive. They've been in some very tough fights. What about Assault Marines? They got level 2. No sergeant, though. Triple cap now for red. Whirlwind misses there. Stern Guard veterans using the Hellfire rounds on the Inquisitor. They should actually be using Kraken there. But Hellfire allows them to target the infantry without switching quite effectively. That was a pretty good hit. And plasma guns are painful. The Sword Squad jump, Banshees are there, and Dark Reapers are there too. That could be painful. Very painful. Dark Reapers are actually shooting past them. Maybe a misplay there from Thraka. Did a lot of damage still, and that was a really good warp vomit from Waagh. 249, sorry, 255. Very even on VPs. That's a Hell Fury strike called in from the Inquisitor. Combined, I think, with the Incendiary shot. Sentinel just hanging out now. Hard for the players to keep track of everything. Fear has some Kasrikin. They are sitting in base right now. Red team holding on to this VP. What's this going on? Mekboy versus some tactical marines. He's thrown some mines out, and they are retreating through them. Battery pack is in play, and of course that big shooter. What is this? Venerable? It's Terminators from Velzavul. Got those Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Easily outshoot all of this stuff. Their super heavy infantry armor shrugging off piercing damage for the most part. Some tier 3s now for, in fact, blue team are all going to be tier 3 now. Lots of red for Maru. Not tier 3 for an orbital though, or Terminators or anything. Now power bashing are these Terminators. With a whirlwind helping out. Can you target generators? I guess you can. Warboss. Some friendly fire there from the weird boy. Man, he lost health very quickly then. No war gear Warboss. None of the red team into war gear, I guess. Level 3 Inquisitor, she now has her mandate. Warps for the Exarch with improved targeters and the entangling web. Inquisitor goes down. And red team get a decap. Nicely done, scouts. Whirlwind is still a nuisance down here. Big old nuisance. D-cannon on the way now for Thraka. Could make a massive difference on this contested victory point. Sentinel so close to death. Holding on. Fear has done a great job preserving his stuff. We got and they shall not know fear on the Sternguard veterans, allowing them to get into range and get that cap. Giving him some, I think it's 50% damage resistance. Does slow them down. Some suppression resistance as well. He just goes down there, the Sentinel. Webways. D-cannon can set up down here, but they might get jumped by those Storm Boys. Nope. They're backing away. There is a lot of stuff here. But here comes some support. That's a singularity. If only it was put over here. Would have made those guys back all the way off or get a big hit. Power bashed from Velzavul. Terminators. Hard to deal with right now for Bad Gringo. He's in tier 3. Waiting for a battle wagon maybe. Someone just went down. It was Maru. The Sword Squad jumped. They got the D-cannon. D-cannon was buffed with cracked shot there. And I always forget what the hell that thing does. Some kind of ranged buff. I assume it increases fire rate or something. Who knows? Some Eldar shenanigans. Maybe even range. Because that's... Is that a normal D-cannon range? I guess it is. Because now it's worn off. 188, 247. Red team holding on with their fingertips to this VP here. Really fierce fighting. That whirlwind is making a massive difference. They can't get on it. Stormtroopers are in there, but now they have no energy to infiltrate or indeed throw their melter bomb, so they're just shooting stuff. But they can shoot stuff pretty well. Melter guns, pretty good. Jumping into the Storm Boys. Actually done a really good job mixing it up. Getting in and out. They eat a grenade and are still going. Use your choppers from the Warboss there. Now they retreat with a couple of fellas. They'll be back. What's this? Velzavul starting to dominate this central portion of the map. Maybe should be on this VP a little bit more to try and get the triple. Looks like he's going for a crazy flank here. That's going to be painful. Blue team getting a decap. There it is. Perfect timing from Velzavul, maybe. Whirlwind doing its thing. Stops it. And now a submarine's in. Can't knock those Kasrkin over. They were already over. Got double Kasrkin here. Both with grenade launchers. That could be incredibly useful to stop caps. They knock back with every hit passively. Orbital from... I'm not sure. I think Maru. It must have been Maru. Where else was the red gone? It's a good hit. Takes out the webway. Allows them to dominate and cap the bottom. Warboss is level 3. Now he's got some war gear, heavy armor, and the boss pole. Still nothing for Maru. Up comes another turret though. And nothing for Velzavul either. 130 to 230 on the VPs. Single cap for blue. And it is a battle wagon for Bad Gringo. It is loaded up with boys too. 4 squads in there. You can tell by those beams of light. When a battle wagon has a squad inside, it moves faster and also fires all of its weapons. Warp Vomit. Setting up a slugger charge. They're on the Inquisitor. She gets a special and escapes. And some friendly fire on the sluggers actually causes them to go down. I'm not sure. They might have made it out without that weird boy shot going in. Waagh actually had a pretty bad fight there. It's got some knobs on the way though, so it's all fine. Velzavul with a Land Raider Redeemer. 2 turrets here. Look at this. Tarantula and a missile turret. This is looking rough for blue team now, I think. 100 VPs behind. Turrets all over the place. A knob squad on the way. Battle wagon is helping cap top though. There's a 2-to-1 for blue. Don't listen to Indrid as usual. Just never listen to Indrid. Look at these Vanguard veterans with those kind of orky looking jump packs over there. Battle wagon gets away. Knows when it's not welcome. Storm boys. Oh, it was a good jump. Nicely timed on those Kasrkin. The knob leader just headbutted them. Good grenade though from Fear. Really impressed with Fear's play down here. Lots of fragile squads and he's used them well. As has Thraka, to be fair. Land Raider Redeemer. Where's it going to go though? Does he use it to hold this? Or take it bottom to shore it up down here? One of the turrets is down already. Here's the knob squad. Entangling web shuts them down. Banshee's not engaging, but they took a hell of a lot of damage there. We do have plasma guns and dark creepers. Uh-oh, Siglarity almost pulled in some allied guardsmen there. Vanguard veterans have got a power fist now. I think it's 50 DPS. Blue team doing a really good job getting through here. Really good job. Now bashing power. I think those losses that Waagh took kind of messed up their momentum a little bit down here. Blue team taking advantage though. Vanguard veterans getting in. Banshee's there to meet them though. There's the war shout. Singularity hit them too. Ouch. Somehow only lost a single model. Now here come the Orks. Flash kits now up for Bad Gringo and coming down to the southwest. But can he hold the natural? There is a battle wagon, of course. Where's the Land Raider? There it is. Big shots on the Terminators. Their Cyclone Missile Launcher struggles to get over the terrain there. Can Velzavul get on this VP? Where's the weird boy? Oh, he's inside it. They're all inside it. Maybe the flash kit should come back up, and here they come. Red team retake the southwest. 2-to-1 cap for red. 93-213. Mekboy needs to be careful. There he goes. Should get away, I think, maybe. Barely. Battle Wagon's going absolutely ballistic. Sets up a Rocks. Some good damage to the Land Raider. To everything, really. Knocks them off the cap. Almost finished off these tactical marines. Look how close they are. Ducking inside the Land Raider. Barely escaping. Oh, the Mekboy did not get away. I'm a liar. I'm such a liar. Red team looking quite comfortable bottom. Oh, maybe not. We've got an Avatar. Leman Russ. Thraka just said he has an Eldritch ready. And we might see them use it. They are sending in the Avatar, that's for sure. Another turret up from Maru. Another 2 turrets. Is that 5? Awesome. And we saw like 2 mech turrets, I think. Good push though from blue. Solid push. The Avatar can really do that for you. Warboss is in there. Power Claw, a good stomp. But it's now taking shots from all sides. Stormboy's down from out. There's the Eldritch. Maybe should have used that top on the Land Raider, maybe. Oh, did the Land Raider go down? No, it's alive. It's alive. Vanguard veterans are chasing this beleaguered battle wagon. I don't think Bad Gringo has... Maybe he has... I don't think he has the population to get knobs. I can't remember how much they are. He's got no resources anyway. Leman Russ with... Executioner with a mech buff on it. Cult of Speed, I believe it's called. Battle wagon somehow still rolling. I think the Whirlwind almost finished it off with the Hunter Killer Missile. So he's swapping VPs here, which is smart. Couldn't fight this effectively. Flash kits with their blasters will do a lot of damage to Terminators. From good range as well, look at that. 44 to 208. Oh, whoops, buddy. What are you up to, buddy? It's not going to work out. You can't just run in there. Going to go down. And does. What's this? Battle wagon is gone. That's what it is. Avatar's up here, though, with some Eldar support. Rangers coming in slowly. Avatar should be able to deal with this. That's a nasty Wailing Doom. And those guys no longer exist. Dire Avengers are on it. And blue team have the southwest. Some Seer Council now from Thraka. Those guys are trying to retreat back to the Land Raider, and looks like they're going to make it. Level 2 Stern Guard. Oh no! Wow. Level 4 Rangers taking out those retreating Stern Guard veterans. Not sure how much health they have, but I thought it was a good amount, over 100. Could be wrong. Level 6 Inquisitor. Red team just got thrashed. It really did. What an amazing play from blue team across the map here. 2 to 1 is dicey though, with only 44 hit points. And without your natural. Drop pod comes in. It's a Venerable Dreadnought, and these Eldar infantry fellas might be in trouble. He goes for the Avatar though. Terminators there, of course. They have dropped one model. Wrath of Cain wasn't worth using, I don't think. Just going to stand there taking shots. Really just not convinced by that ability most of the time. Just takes so long to happen. And in a 3v3, which is where you usually see these super units, just get some shot to pieces. How much damage he took there doing that animation. Orks trying to push up the stairs against a Land Raider. 44-174. Avatar with a Wailing Doom. Hits pretty well. Doesn't quite have another Storm, Thraka. And there's no other Rocks either, but that's an Orbital, and that's a painful Orbital. Ouch. Blue team might be running out of VPs here, despite a very valiant effort. So Council found some Terminators to have fun with though. Oh, Whirlwind. Gonna get their natural back. Oh, sorry, red team's natural. The Land Raider's still here, made a massive difference as it often does. Running out of time though, the blue team. Scouts get destroyed. Oh, they live. Do they live? They live. Well done, fellas. Level 4 scouts. They know what they're doing. Tank busters for Waagh. Try to shore up the top here. Are you fellas going to cap? Maybe when they've all landed. Nope. 1-1. Red team needs to cap, fellas. There we go. Vanguard veterans will do it. They just can't push against this Land Raider. It's so tough. We've seen it multiple times over the years. Land Raiders on the top of these stairs of the arena maps. AFK? I don't think anyone's AFK. Oh, I think Gringos have given up. It's a 2-1 cap against him. Trying to concede. And red team are going to hold on here. Big plays at the end. Venerable coming in. The Land Raider holding solid. Terminators did a head of a lot of work too. Wonder how many models these fellas killed. I thought they had it for a second there, blue team. Were on top in rosters and had the contested, but just couldn't fight this thing. The Land Raider does it again. Let's look at these heroes. Level 6 Mech. Level 5 Whoop Spider Exarch. Inquisitor level 6. Hey, Techmarine got some war gear. Plasma gun, Signum, orbs for Velzavul. Nothing for Maru. And a level 5 Warboss kitted out too. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.